All right, here we go. So again, to everybody at home, Mr. Daryl Hillman is in the red corner with the red tape around his shin guards. Isaias Diaz in the blue corner with the blue tape around the shin guards. Now, the same rule set applies to this fight as did the last, with being a novice rule set. So there will be no ground and pound to the face.
Absolutely. For the safety of the fighters, you know, that's one of the greatest rules, to make sure they know they want to do it. And we're going to throw it up real quick to the ring announcer, Mike Falvo. Shenanigans.
Our next bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. It is in our featherweight division. Brought to you by CageWarsNY.com and presented by Sticker Mule and Jules Design Studio. The judges for this fight are Mr. Chris Polinsky, Mr. Steve Ward, and Mr. Michael Walter. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighed in yesterday 145 pounds even. Representing Team Nite out of Albany, New York, Isaias Diaz. And standing across the cage, his opponent fighting out of the red corner, representing War Industry Mixed Martial Arts out of Whitehall, New York, Daryl Hillman. And the man in charge of the action once that door closes, Mr. Steve Rita.
That was slick.
Yeah, Hillman with a nice reversal to get back on top.
And now, if you notice, Isaiah's keeping him close. More than likely to try to keep him close and then roll him.
Back up.
Or roll him.
Yeah.
You know, again, he is training at jiu-jitsu school, so it's not necessarily like he's just hanging on.
True.
See, he's trying to roll. Daryl Hillman doing a good job keeping it where he wants it.
But unfortunately, because of the novice amateur rules, there's not a lot you can do down there from that position. Although, nice reversal.
Nice reversal. Well, Isaias Diaz is just a big, strong guy. I was just going to say he's a big, strong guy.
He just showed us that strength right there. As that was power you're rolling through there. You don't see that roll every day.
And now, again, he's got his left arm underneath him, though. That's a bad place. Again, a little bit of an experience there, but he got it out, so great job.
As we mentioned when the fight started, this is the debut for both fighters.
And now, if you notice, Hillman's working the hooks on the back of Isaiah's legs, back of his knees. He's going to try to roll him again and end up in a much better position.
Nice little pop with the hips right off the canvas, and we might get another reversal.
Because Isaiah's got Hillman's right arm trapped right now, so that's kind of making things difficult for him, and he wants to get into a better position.
It almost looks like he's trying to use his momentum. He's trying to pull his head one way, and then he's going to push and go the other, and use the momentum when he pulls back his own body weight.
Hillman re-secured his own arm, which is a good thing for him. Now, Isaiah looks as if he's not exactly sure what to do here because, as you said, there is no ground and pound of the face, which changes the dynamic of the ground fighting.
Yeah, so, like, at this point, I think you have to move or try something different.
You know, I would punch to the body a little bit.
Oh, there we go. He must have been listening to you well.
Pressure with the forearm to the throat like Logan Weaver did in the Meglio fight. Daryl Hillman doing a good job sitting up into Isaias Diaz. You can see him working to turn that corner.
Very close to the face.
That was very close to the face. Got to be careful. That can easily graze the chest and come up into the chin.
And if that happens, you can still get hit with a warning of points.
Or a point, disqualification. You don't know. Depends how bad it is.
It's for you to control yourself, not the ref to control you. Very wild shots at the end right there, the 10-second warning.
Hillman was very calm, though.
Yeah.
Now Isaias Diaz looking for that guillotine. Oh, and just at the bell.
Just as he was leaning back, his horn goes off.
You know, I would have to give the edge technique and skill-wise to Hillman.
Yes.
But I would have to give the power advantage and strength advantage to Diaz.
Absolutely, 100%. I agree with that. You know, I'm curious to see if this fight's going to stay on the feet in this round or if Hillman's going to try and bring it back down.
You know, if I was Hillman, I would try to bring it down, get into a dominant position, and control the position. Control it.
Absolutely.
Don't just lay there. Control the position. Try for a submission if it's there. Transition a little bit, but that's going to win him that round.
Great fights thus far on Cage Wars 45. Friday night before Super Bowl. Sunday.
Special edition of Friday Night Fights.
Yes, absolutely, as the big game takes place. And you can spend that big game here on Sunday in the capital region at Sportsbook. Enjoy $2 hot dogs, chips, candy specials throughout the entire game. Event Slicks and Rivers Sportsbook.
Gotta love it. All right, Mr. Steve Rita getting ready to start this round.
Round 2. Steve Rita, like you said, gave her the motion.
Isaiah Diaz in the blue corner, Daryl Hillman in the red corner. Isaiah breathing through his mouth a little bit.
Yeah, kind of surprised his mouth's so wide open early in this fight like this. I know it's started round 2, but
he had to use a lot of strength and power to overcome some of those positions.
nice kick and another nice kick.
Nice job by Hillman.
Hillman showing it didn't affect him, even though you could see it across the stomach. 2 nice kicks right there by Diaz.
Oh, nice right hand by Diaz. Diaz is trying to hit him with that overhand right. He's trying to find that depth and that distance. You can see him loading up with that right hand.
Team Nite's trying to get that knockout victory as Hillman's avoiding the guillotine right there, the standing one. As Diaz is trying to put his arm around the neck of Hillman.
Still not a good place to stay, even if you don't feel you're necessarily in imminent danger.
Yeah, why let someone around your neck when you don't have
There we go. Oh, nice turn by Isaiah Diaz. He felt that in the exact right time and pounced on it.
Showing that strength once again.
But he felt it. It was at the exact right time
Yep.
he put it on. And he ends up in mount. Let's see what he can do with it.
Big spot right here, but can't strike to the head. Nice body shots.
And it's tough for us to see. Let's see if we can see it on the camera. It's tough to see, but, you know, the head is real close to the chest where he tends to punch. So,
and his waist and his hips are on most of his body.
There we go. Nice
Big
job.
shots to
Nice
the
job
body
opening
right
up the
there.
belly shot. He's holding his left hand and hitting him with the right hand.
And you can see right here as we're watching the camera, he's trying to hold that arm, like you said, he's trying to hold the left arm and rock him in the body.
And
with
now
the
if
right
he
arm.
had more jiu-jitsu experience, he'd be looking for an Americana or something with that arm. But again, you know, give him a lot of credit for being able to keep Hillman on his back.
Absolutely. But how many times will submissions get set up by throwing strikes like this?
You know, quite often, because they make the person defend, center of gravity changes, limbs present themselves, body parts present themselves to be grabbed and shanked and manipulated. Less than a minute.
Shanked.
Or, yeah. Different lifetime.
Love it. Solid
45
round for
seconds left.
Diaz. Diaz right now, I think, is just showing his strength.
Yeah, I
Hillman's
agree with
doing a
you.
good job defending.
Oh!
Right there, that looks pretty deep, but it looks like it's across the chin.
No,
oh,
he tapped.
there it is. There it is. Wow.
You know, a lot of credit for Diaz. You know, it at times wasn't the prettiest, but he just kept pushing forward.
Yeah, and Isaiah Diaz with the big rear naked choke to finish the fight.
I would not be hopping up on the cage, though.
Yeah, you could get a fine in New York State for that.
Yeah, we have NYSAC, New York State Athletic Commission's Ed Kunkel here, the director of mixed martial arts. That's the last thing that we need to see. You know, again, I understand his excitement, though. His first fight, it went back and forth. You know, it's one of those things.
Yeah, Hillman, though, you know, I thought Hillman did a pretty good job fighting off for the most part. I think at the end, the strength of Diaz just was a little too much for him.
I 100% agree with you. And the fact that Diaz was able to hold the positions and tire Hillman out. So that, you know, sometimes strength and power can overcome technique.
Those were some big body shots he suffered, and he still fought to get to his knees. A lot of people are just going to stay there and take that shot. But Hillman got back to his base, tried to stand up, but Diaz capitalized to get that rear naked choke, which looked like it was across his chin, but did a phenomenal job.
Steve Rita brings him to the center of the ring. Mike Falva is going to announce our winner.
Here we go, throwing up to Mike Falva, like Iron Will said.
Referee Steve Rita has called a stop to the fight at 2 minutes 29 seconds into the second round for your winner by rear naked choke, Isaias Diaz.